time.
I'm trying to How do I send the link?
Just share it out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are back and we are live for a change this time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roundtable, the only podcast that matters to your necessary listening. You understand me? I am your host, Eddie Wright, and joining me back are the unusual suspects, Brother Percy Donaldson.
Yo.
And Brother Rob Benson.
What's going on with y'all?
And this episode is episode 16, and we are titling it Giving Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. It is the holiday season, and we are amongst great people and great times. People are flying in from all over the country to in-laws and families across the world, especially here in the center of the universe, what we like to call Jackson, Mississippi. And we like to thank everyone for tuning in. And if you're listening in front of some sweet potato pie or some greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, yams, you
dogs, hogs.
Make sure you enjoy it and you like and share and subscribe to the podcast. The address is latenightroundtable.podbean.com, and you can find us easily just by typing into your website browser www.latenightjxn.com. Fellas, how y'all feeling today?
Live, Jack.
We live, man. We're live. Pulling up the chat room and everything to see how everybody feel, man. See if we got anything going on. But whether we do or not, this will be the new format for the show. So we want everybody to most definitely pass the word on and get used to it. We are now giving you a way to tune in and participate via YouTube to our podcast every week. So if you have some interesting thoughts and you have some things you'd like to say, share, or hear us talk about, or talk shit back to us, please log on to the YouTube channel Late Night Jackson and check it out. Right now we're live. The link's most definitely going out. Fellas, how do y'all feel today, man?
Thankful, man.
Whose house can I come to and eat?
Pray for Ye.
Whose house? Before we get to Kim Ye, I just want to know, am I welcome at y'all's houses?
I'm scavenging tomorrow.
You scavenging? What?
Yes, I am a Redskin tomorrow.
I'm scavenging
I'm
time
for
tomorrow.
football. I plan on eating a big piece of everybody's favorite food at their house while I tell them why the Redskins whoop the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is the big game.
It's a big game.
Hey man, this is going to be a very awesome time because both teams are playing very good football, so this will most definitely be an emotional game. So make sure you tune into your Twitter and Facebook feeds because the Out of the Blue Cowboy fans are now everywhere.
Right. Everywhere.
First up in the news, I'll just go ahead and state it. I've been saying this for years, and I've finally been proven right, and I'm very happy that people are finally starting to see the other side of the ball, that is Kanye West. For those who have been under rock, as I like to say it, Kanye West was, quote unquote, committed to the psych ward of his local hospital where he last had his concert and canceled his tour due to what they call, quote unquote, exhaustion. But what was in the media was saying he was having a psych eval and he was having issues. The man had a 17-minute spiel on stage after a 2-song or 30-minute show and canceled the show after that, and then canceled the tour, leaving tons of people who helped put this tour together out of work and leaving a bunch of question marks in regards to what's going on in his life and why is he losing his damn mind. And furthermore, why does he endorse Donald Trump? Fellas.
This where you play that Dave Chappelle clip.
I don't have it though.
Where they say, they call you crazy. It's an insult now.
Man, what?
You're brushing them off now.
It's dismissive.
What you think had Martin Lawrence standing in the middle of the street waving a gun, talking about they're trying to kill me now?
Right.
Man, one crazy now.
Hey man,
it's some pressure coming from somewhere.
Hey, that man. I don't know. I'm gonna reserve my thoughts for that matter because, like, for the past 5 years, I've been calling him crazy. Because you've gone from college dropout to 808s and heartbreaks, and you lost me.
Man, and you can trace all that to 808s and heartbreak. That man lost his mama. I didn't know that was the anniversary of his mama's death.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't even schedule the concert on that date anyway.
Yeah. And well, the good thing about it, well, one of the good things as far as the financial standpoint, I just found out that he had everything. The whole tour was insured, first of all. So the people who were supposed to get paid, the people who were supposed to get paid,
Good job, yay.
they get paid. And the money that he was supposed to make off the tour, he still gets because he's ill and he can't continue the tour. So he had it insured to that point. Great job by Ye. Everybody who was supposed to get paid still getting paid.
Good job, Chris Jenner.
Yeah.
Right, because I literally feel like this is part of a Jenner controversy. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is the same family that made one of the other husbands look like a shrunken bum. Lamar Odom turned back into a crackhead fucking with this family. So what do you think was bound to happen to Kim Ye? Further that, keep in mind, Tristan Thompson, he was dating Khloe Kardashian.
Who dating her now?
It ain't nobody in the NBA. I wonder why. Locker rooms are nixing that shit. I think Bron was like, "Hey, bruh, this don't work for us.
This gonna be it.
This don't work for us over here,
LeBron
man.
can talk for LeBron, man. LeBron can't talk for another million.
She ain't there.
Have any woman he wants.
She ain't there.
She might not be there.
What they tell you?
She might
She's
be at the
somewhere.
house.
Yeah, she ain't in Cleveland no
Be wherever she
more.
want to be. You got millionaires, man. I mean,
Bron did run off of Delonte West, didn't he?
Yeah, Bron.
yeah, he did. Man.
Who fooled that
Hey,
man,
but-
mama? That's a whole nother ball game,
That's all
man.
that ball game, man. Don't listen to your mama, man.
We ain't
I had
talk
to
to
get
my
you, man.
mama, Jack.
I had to get you, Jack. Hey, but thing about Kanye is like in the hood, you see that guy like who probably is going through problems, something else or whatever, and you see him fall sometimes into like a manic or depressive state. And in the hood, we just call them crazy. You know, they just, man, that dude,
Ain't
man,
no recourse.
something happened to him.
Yeah.
It's a guy who went to
That's the
school with
line.
me. It's a guy who went to school with me, man. I see him walking down Bowling Street sometime. And I always ask, like, what happened to such and such? Man, something happened to him. He flipped out. Like, who diagnosed the flip out?
Yeah, that's a convenient answer. It's the answer so we can
but
start
you know,
talking from there.
Every hood has a
Oh, we
a
got plenty
psychotherapy
coming up.
evaluator.
Yeah.
So yeah, somebody always makes the call and say, "Hey man, this motherfucker lost his goddamn mind."
Who diagnosed the flip out? And we have people, mentally ill people in the neighborhood that we just disregard. Like, oh, he crazy.
It's so casual in
Walk out.
conversation. Now.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
That we see the man at the store dancing in a parka and it's 95 degrees outside, and we just say he crazy.
You
Leave it
said
there,
Parker.
man. Yeah,
Parker.
we dismiss that type of thing. Those people are invisible to us, especially in the black community. And just thinking about this Kanye situation, it made me think about it. Like, one thing you cannot be in the black community is crazy.
Nope.
Like, oh, you crazy.
Why is that though?
Because we got to fight 10 times as hard to do every goddamn thing, so it just get to a point to where your will is so strong, and if you done submitted and then caved in to whatever pressure, we just got to cast you aside.
Yeah, we got to cast you aside.
You got to go.
You got to go.
I mean, the show must go on. We got to continue the journey.
Yeah.
You can't go no more? Oh, okay then. He just on the side of the road. He crazy. We're going to leave him right
them
there.
crazy, and then them doctors, them expensive, you can't afford. You really cannot afford treatment, and it's so hard for those people to actually get diagnosed and stuff like that. You got to realize that's grandmama diagnosing him as crazy now. My baby crazy, just leave him alone. He in and he out.
Take him his food back there now.
Yeah,
Y'all
take
leave
him
him
his
alone.
food, yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
making
it's
too much
crazy.
noise. Y'all just leave him alone now.
And it's not a death sentence. It's not something that, you can actually work with it. And you can have a pretty productive life.
Yeah. It can be treated, man.
It can be treated, and that was one thing I was hoping, like, universal health care would have done.
But the
Man,
mental
Kanye
health
gonna
side
be
of that
just
is
fine.
real hard, man. Like
Mhm.
it's a lot different than just than what they call it everyday practice medicine. Like oh God, it's rough, man.
And then the thing about Kanye, we've seen the lashing. We've seen the lashing out. This wasn't
Been
just like
watching it.
This wasn't just like a 2-week thing. This wasn't like a month he flipped out and he
Been
got
happening
back
for
right.
7 years.
Yeah, this man
Right.
been out of it, like in and out, hills and valleys for 7 years. In and out, hills and valleys for 7 years, and
It's like watching a plane crash at 15 miles an hour.
15. That's it.
Yeah.
God
Like
damn.
you know it's gonna hit the building. We just gotta sit here and wait on this.
yeah. But what if this is his first mental evaluation? That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Just
real.
think, what
for
if this
real.
is his first one?
And they missed something.
This is the first time one.
But here's the thing. Here's another thing that we don't talk about, and I think it's very real, especially. And this is not just limited to the urban community. Bipolar is real, and I think a lot of people experience that and do not get help
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
yeah. That go a lot of ways, man. Because sometimes that medication is, sometimes the medication, if you don't find the right cocktail for you and you don't go through a lot of that stuff, whew, that medication will do you bad, man.
I think the toughest part is just saying, I can handle it.
Yeah,
I can handle it.
And-
And saying
and you
it over
can't.
and over.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody around you watching your inability to handle it. It
Yeah.
gets lesser and lesser every
Yeah.
go round.
Yeah,
And you just get to the point to where you just, you done hit a wall and you like, man, I need some help, Jake.
yeah. We definitely gonna do a show about this.
you know what? I think we should.
We
I
definitely
think
do
we
a show
should.
about
I think
this.
that's very important,
Plus,
especially like I said
like,
when
well,
hitting that wall. And there's a lot of people. Keep in mind that we are talking about mental health, but just even in mental health, you have a lot of emotional health that's wrapped in that, and a lot of people that don't have mental issues just hit that wall, and sometimes people don't recognize it.
Right.
Yeah.
Look. You had a family member die,
Right.
especially a young one, in a violent car wreck or something like that, or just man, it's all types of PTSD involved with that. That we as black folks have no idea about. Like I was talking to a friend who lost a brother, and he was telling me, he was like, I don't want to feel like that. He was like, I don't want to feel that way. And the doctor gave me some medicine that I don't have to feel that way. And he was like, why don't we all take this medicine so we
Yeah.
don't have to feel that way after
Yeah.
terrible events that happen in our families, like after death and stuff like that?
We do have the medicine. Some of us call it food.
Yeah, some is
At the
called-
repast.
Some,
There you
yeah,
go.
sometimes it's food, sometimes it's
Bitch, you
alcohol.
guessed it.
Oh.
We're working on the soundboard this episode.
Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's alcohol. It could be anything. Sometimes it's sex for some people. So it could be anything, but they have actual medicine that you can try. And it might work for you, it might not. But at least tell somebody you're hurting. Tell somebody depressed. Go out and try to give it a shot. Try to give therapy a shot. All kinds.
And for the people on the other end of the ball that get that phone call, take those people seriously, man.
Right.
Take those people
Right.
There you
seriously.
go.
Because there's a lot, and I've been in those shoes where I take it seriously anytime somebody says that, because I've had friends, and I had a brother who I lost my brother to stress and other issues. So when somebody says that, if they're man enough or woman enough or child enough to reach out to you and you say, hey, I don't feel good or something's not right or I need to talk to somebody, drop everything you're doing and listen.
Because the last thing you want, and I've been in this situation, the last thing you want is to be one of those last conversations that person had before they
Oh,
do something to
man.
before they do something to themselves.
Yeah, you around here
Most
talking about
definitely.
tough it up, get your shit together,
Right,
man. Come on with
You
that
just-
bullshit, man. You out here on that other shit, man. Come on, man.
Oh man, that's
Man, you need to come on, man. We need you, bro. I mean, you gotta get up out that dumb shit, man. Just go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and then we gonna do this.
it's like a chain reaction. Now that person might have PTSD. The last person who conversed
There you
with him,
go.
conversated with him.
Right.
Now they might end up in a PTSD, in a depression or something like that. Too.
Right.
Now that person walking on eggshells with every
Right.
conversation they had,
Uh-huh.
not knowing it could be the last one you had.
Gotta be careful. But on the verdict of Kanye West, we would like to give the verdict of
Bitch, you guessed it.
goddamn right, you guessed it.
Man,
No,
Kanye, I
Kanye-
tell you what though, Kanye gonna have to get it together on that comeback. He gonna have to really humble himself. Cause
And I loved the humble Kanye, dude.
I mean he gonna have to humble himself because a lot of people, I mean you included, you wrote them off
I did.
at 808s and Heartbreak, but them diehard fans, they was in that arena, man, when he got on stage and took that. I wouldn't see Kanye. I know what them $300-400 ticket cost. I know what it's gonna take to get there, get in there, and them their core supporters, man. I mean, them the ones that stuck with you through Dark Twisted Fantasy, Yeezus. I mean, they was there through all that, and they still chose to show up despite what friends say, media say, whatever. They showed up, they spent their money, and he spazzed out on them.
Yeah.
So he gonna have to be a little humble for the core supporters. He ain't gonna have to do that show and dance for everybody, but. You know, he gonna have to come back to Sacramento and really bring it. I mean, he gonna have to bring Cudi, Pusha T, Common. Him and Jay-Z gonna have to hood. So everybody got to come back to Sacramento.
I think even to be as people look at him as like he's just this braggadocious guy, whatever, and all that. But I think he's actually always tried to appease to everyone.
But you can't.
And you can't. You can't.
You gotta pick a specialty and fucking stay there.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
In some instances, this is true. Entertainment being one of those, not in all cases, but you have to have a certain type of. You have to have a team around you to be able to cover all of that surface. And when they were talking about the man was exhausted because he's doing all this, he's flying here, he's flying doing that. Like, where are your handlers?
Man, the man took the creek. The back alley to get in the game. To get in the game was making beats.
Yeah.
And he snuck off in there and say, I rap too. And then he made it there and say, I draw shoes too. I draw clothes too while I'm on the plane.
Man, damn them shoes.
I mean, the man, when you creative, man, I mean, you know no bounds.
You doing everything.
I mean, you put your hand in everything because you feel like I got something for everything.
And you know what? I'm very guilty of that. I take that back. I'm very sorry.
Hey. I mean,
you got some Kanye.
I be trying to do every goddamn thing on the planet.
I'm Kanye West.
No.
Kanye say name one genius who ain't crazy.
Yeah, Kanye like Negan, man. In a sense that, his followers, they take on, they notice, like, you can say whatever bad, like, even Hov the same way. Like, you can say whatever bad about him and Hov, but it's something that they talk about that they followers seem to reflect upon in itself. Like, when I wake up in the morning and good morning go off on my alarm clock, that's me.
Yep.
That's who I've always been, that guy right there.
Yeah.
Hustlers.
Yeah. Like, hey, what y'all talking about? I'm finna go get it.
That's
like,
if you're still living. Get on down.
Yeah, man. And so I've had that attitude. And a lot of people do have that attitude. So he can do a lot of stuff, but as long as he keep going back to what made him, and that's that drive. And he's taking that drive is taking him too far sometimes, and you miss. Sometimes you miss. Sometimes you fail in what you thought, but you try again. And that's what he always had.
Rather overshoot than undershoot.
Yeah. I'd rather shoot for the stars and land on the moon.
Speaking of overshooting, ladies and gentlemen, the presidential election is now over, thank God. And
it ain't. Go ahead. Y'all keep going.
We go get into that. The presidential election is somewhat over, and the votes have been tallied, counted, and of course, we are now getting ready to see what this Trump presidency is about to be like. Some of the predictions some have made are actually coming true. He's going to appoint a bunch of idiots who don't know what the fuck they're doing, and he's already started that. I'm predicting Pence is either going to kill him or put him out of office his damn self. It's just a lot going on, but in Trump's America, it looks like it's already getting off to a rocky fucking start. What do you guys think about that?
Very rocky start.
You throwing up the Nazi sign. You hail Hitler.
The alt-right.
Down, man, I hear one more person say alt-right.
What?
They sugarcoating that shit and putting a little window dressing on top of it and not really call it what it is, man.
Yeah, I think that was very, very. But that's the media. That's the power of that camera.
And they selling it to you.
It's the same thing, and people think like he's not Hitler or something like that. Well, now they throwing their hands up like
Tila tequila.
The night of the election, people like, well, people are going out and saying that he's kind of like Hitler or whatever, and that's just too far. He's the president. You can't say. And you go to a national what is the nationalism conference they had the other day in D.C. and these guys are throwing the signs up, man. And Hitler did not just start out just killing Jews. It took like 16, 17 years before they started killing Jews. It was a whisper at first. Early 20s, small organizations, grassroots, and they just started to add like
Everybody was blowing them off at first.
yeah, smaller nuances. Like every once in a while you hear like, Jewish people they steal.
Right.
And Jewish people they're not good people. They're not actually even human. And then you might later on a couple laws were passed to where they couldn't even be doctors and lawyers, but they weren't even killing them yet. Yeah,
Slowly dehumanized.
they were slowly dehumanizing them, and that I say that all the time. I was like, I watch how they dehumanize the black man on TV. I mean, even in your art, your labor, your culture. I mean, education. We're being dehumanized. It's efforts all around, and then you'll mess around and you'll see it in TV on the news when they shoot one in the head, or shoot one,
Or they turn the fire hose on the Indians.
or they turn a fire hose on a person of color, and it's a dehumanization effort, because as long as they can do that, if they take these small steps, you'll never actually see anyone actually agree to murder. But there'll be murders going on. You'll never see like the populace, the public come out and say, yeah, let's kill some black folks. Yeah, let's take some land from some Indians. Yeah, let's burn some gays up.
Right.
You'll never, because it'll be small increments where you agree to something. Hey, let's just,
Silent consent.
yeah, silent consent.
Silent consent.
It's a silent consent. And then they gonna come for your ass next. After they get through all with all us, they
you
gonna
gotta
come
worry
for
about
your
the
ass.
dog catching your ass.
Yeah, you gonna have to worry about the dog catching your ass. For real.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I love to see these liberals
Oh,
who were so.
super liberal.
I love to see super liberals fighting against these alt rights, because now you're angry. I've been angry like James Baldwin. James Baldwin said to wake up in the morning as a slightly conscious man, it'll drive you crazy, man. And
It's to be enraged all the time.
yeah, it's to be enraged all the time, man. It's to be mad, man. And I try to have calm conversations, but what we conversating about, we should have been past when Malcolm was here.
You saw that conversation our little buddy tried to drag us in, tagged us in.
Oh yeah.
They lit up on fire and them.
Yeah, I don't even.
I want no parts of
I
this.
don't want no parts of
It ain't constructive. Nowhere. You ain't doing nothing but throwing matches on top of gasoline, man.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of us who have the power to know when and when not to have conversations have to start doing. You got to just start backing out and just.
I know me. I know certain shit I ain't got no business talking about with certain folks.
Exactly.
Right.
You got to know the right people to talk to about the right thing in order to have those people be able to go out and do the same thing that you're doing.
I knew we weren't gonna agree when you walked up.
That's that iron talk. That's that iron sharpens iron. Iron can't sharpen a brick. It just don't work like that.
I can say a couple things and let you know how I feel, but I'm not finna sit there and go back and forth with you.
Nah, not at all.
No, not if you don't have a common respect for what I'm trying to say. It's the respect matter of it all.
I call him
You may not
keyboard cowboy.
understand what I'm trying to say, but at least it's respect the fact of the opinion that I'm laying on.
Man, you still ain't done nothing though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it's over with, after you put that little piece out there, you still ain't done nothing. You ain't changed no mind. You ain't made no move.
No,
You know when you dealing with something receptive and it's
Yeah.
an open thought and open dialogue.
it's solution based.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
feel
yeah.
a solution based conversation instead of somebody who just wants to be condescending.
Yeah, and go back and forth.
Yeah,
It's
and-
point for point,
'Cause in-
counter for counter.
Because in their mind, all they hear is. That's all they hear. That's all they fucking hear. America, baby. That's it.
America.
And those are the people you cannot talk to or get through to, and it's just a waste of time, man.
American is Cracker Barrel.
It's somewhat the media's fault, and it's somewhat our fault, because we allow ourselves to listen to what mainstream media says, and mainstream media in the news pretty much is just an advertisement for the people they want to win. Very little journalism is shown to you on your local news stations. Most of it is just advertisement. I say that now, if you really want it takes a lot of time to really find and really trying to find the truth. If you're not gonna find the truth, at least you got to do is read both sides of the story.
Yep.
Gotta read both sides.
You got to read both sides of the story and make your own truth. But
I'm gonna tell you what I did when
it's tedious.
I think it was the day before the election, day of the election, when Trump sent his lawyers in there to challenge some voters in Nevada who had stayed in line after the polls had closed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a reporter in Nevada, I think John Ralston. He was on Twitter. He put the link up so you could actually watch it. You could watch, you're in the courtroom and you're watching the proceedings. And I watched the proceedings. I got the screen up, I'm watching it. And then I watched the synopsis they gave me on the news after it was over with. That shit couldn't have been further apart from what I just watched with my own eyes. They summed that shit up in such a way that made that shit so convenient for me to get past. Versus like, man, why this dumb son of a bitch come in court? He had no stand. He had no grounds for what he walked in there with, you know. But CNN made the shit look so valid, but something you need to look past because, okay, in 5 minutes after commercial break, we're finna give you this story. And I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe this might be the shit I need to bypass.
And it was brought to me a long time ago, and you have to think about the what I'm about to say and the thought process. People look. There are some, and a larger number than what you may think. People look to news and news representatives as a form of information to tell them how they should feel. So if that motherfucker on Fox News is saying this, that's how this person who's very submissive to influence is gonna feel. And imagine that virus spreading itself up amongst a bigger crowd of people who don't know how to think who don't know how to think for self or be who they truly are. That's the shit that's really happening.
See, but the thing is, news and great journalism is a right guaranteed to you in the Constitution. One of the I forgot which one it is, but one of the amendments of the Constitution is for press.
Free and fair press.
Yeah, for great press. That's
Now
supposed to be,
keep in mind what you said. You just said two things:
that's supposed to be
Constitution
protected
and free and fair.
Yeah. It's
Don't
supposed
go
to be,
together.
It's supposed to be protected. It's not
Right.
It's supposed to be protected. It's not supposed to be monopolized like it is now. Fox News, CNN, all these six.
Viacom.
Yeah, these six big companies aren't supposed to own all our media. And
Because the message becomes the same thing each and every channel you changed it.
And I tell people every day, it's very short. It's maybe like 6 pages. Edward Bernays propaganda.
Yep, I got a matter of fact. I'm gonna find a way to get that link to the Late Night Jackson.
Because I can't find you a white person who watch Fox News who ain't scared of black people.
Right, terrified, terrified, son.
Edward Bernays propaganda, man. It talks about all of it, and it talks about how
Shit, they scared of Mexicans too.
Yeah. The influence. Yeah,
Go take a jobs.
it talks about the influence of the media and how public perception is really swayed by very few people. Very few people. It don't take many people to sway public perception across the world.
That's it. You saw how they turned around gay married.
Right.
Man,
A little bit of Will and Grace, some gay characters on Grey's Anatomy.
man.
And
And notice they were trying to give you that same thing with
And
Veep,
Ellen.
with Veep and all these other shows. They were trying to
Yeah.
get you to get real comfortable about a female being president because
Yeah.
they felt like they
They
could
walked
push
it
it and
in
make it
there.
happen.
we had a time where like Rob was just saying, words are so important. And if we don't have true journalism, they gonna throw some words out at you that's gonna have you praising the killers and really, I mean, praising the murderers and really downing the murder, downing the people who died. And if you don't watch it, man, we have to. Words are so important now. That's why everybody need a good vocabulary. Everybody need to read. Everybody need to be on books. I mean, I don't just say that because everybody need to be reading something, man. Something. This is the time where we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's. They're using words against us in so many times, so many instances, and it's become so commonplace that a lot of times you won't even notice it. Like, you had to sometimes really look at it to notice. Like, I saw in L.A., it was a a guy who had killed a policeman who had killed this guy, and they were trying to give the description of the black man who the police had killed for no reason. Like,
Looking for a black male between 5'2" and 6'8".
yeah, and they went back and said, well, 15 years ago, he used a Frenchman's ID. And and we were looking for him for a bank robbery for 15 years ago.
What?
But that don't make you walk up on him and shoot him today. Like, what does that have to do with you walking up on him and shooting him today for no apparent reason? He was unarmed, and it's just the words they use, man.
It clouds. I'm gonna read you this right here, man. I read it all the time because it give me clarity anytime the news bother me. It's what Lee Atwater explained how Republicans can win the votes of racists without sounding racist themselves.
Right.
You start out in 1954 by saying nigga, nigga, nigga. By 1968, you can't say nigga. That hurts you. It backfires. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. And you're getting so abstract. Now you're talking about cutting taxes, and all these things you're talking about are totally economic things. And a byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than whites. Wow. We want to cut this. Is much more abstract than even the busing thing. And a hell of a lot more than abstract than nigga, nigga. And that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. And I tell you another thing. When you talk about white welfare, you're talking about subsidies and safety nets.
Yep.
Yeah, the old safety net.
When you talk about black welfare, you talk about handouts.
Yep.
And welfare and welfare queens.
The government teat.
Right.
Yep. So only in America where they swear is more urban Americans on welfare than there are Caucasians.
I had to put that stat on Facebook once every 2 months about the Rankin County, the number.
Right. It's just it is insane.
I will pull out an EBT card with pride.
I wish I had
if
one.
I can get my hands on one.
Hey, guess what?
I usually.
I'm just saying, bro.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Hey, I have no problem with that, man.
Yeah, change the word here, change the word there.
Change the word there, man.
And they cloud you just enough to get that shit by who they need to get it by, to hurt who they need to hurt.
To hurt who they need to hurt, man. Words are so important, man.
Yeah.
We have to do a better job of reading to understand, because Clarion Ledger, they do it.
The Clarion Liar.
Yeah. I can't even watch local news, man.
I can. Local news is still pretty good.
No,
some of them get out there every now and
then.
then.
The episode of Vice on HBO.
the visuals alone, how they represent my people, as referred to some.
No, I agree.
White
I agree with
people,
that.
Are how they represent us on there, man. It's just too much for me. I can't watch it because I
It
know
is
that's
too
not us.
Right.
I know the depiction of us that you're giving out.
It's not who we
That's
truly
not
are.
not who we are.
You're just trying to make a
There
story.
ain't even no balance to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody watching but the
doing.
first 10 minutes anyway. And first 10 minutes going to be hell.
Or watching sports, and that's it.
Yep.
Like that's about as much tuning in as I do these days, man.
All they're looking for is the clicks, man.
That's
They
it.
know they can put
That's
certain things
it.
up there, and they gonna get some clicks in ranking in
Clickbait.
Madison County. Yeah, they get some clicks in ranking Madison County. Yeah.
If it was a
Trump, America!
it was a bus crash about 2 days ago,
Right.
and I'm looking on Facebook trying to see if WLBT gonna have it or WJTV gonna have it. Nobody got it. So I go on Twitter, and you just put in Madison and one of the stations, and they come back and it's telling you traffic backed up, this and that. They don't put it on news.
Mm-hmm.
They just put it on Twitter.
They just put it on Twitter. They ain't even put it on their regular social media where you can actually click an article. They just gave you one line, and we're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
You don't
like, I mean, jeez, man.
You ever rarely hear about that Flowwood credit fraud coming out of Lowe's and Home Depot and something like that. You don't hear about that.
Unless it's a
You
black person they trying to find.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
know this person?
and put his
Oh,
picture
Crime
up there.
Stoppers.
Right.
Oh, crime
You
stop.
never hear about that shoplifting out there. They ain't gonna put that on news, but they'll show you a black girl running out of Sally's with $20 worth of weed.
Or a liquor store was robbed 2 blocks from Jackson State University.
All right.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which, hey, how you guys like the new president? He's on the way, man. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
He's interim.
Who that?
Well,
yeah,
he's
he interim.
you know.
All I know, he unfroze that bag.
Hey, I know you happy about that.
Oh yeah, tripping for the cheer.
Back to work.
Now if we can stop getting people to get the invoice for 10 grand and keep 5.
Man.
Back to
Can
work.
we please stop doing that?
Mr.
Jesus.
Ace to the
Back to
Izzos,
working.
back to Wizard.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Roundtable. We have reached our half-hour mark, and we most definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in. You can find us on social media at facebook.com/Late Night Jackson, / the Roundtable, and our website, latenightjackson.com. That's latenightjxn.com. And you can catch us live on YouTube every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We would like to thank our sponsors, Chop Shop Studios, for the awesome equipment and the studio space that we are doing this recording in, as well as Donaldson Construction and Rob Benson Graphics, and My Chef Dave, mychefdave.com, where you can get awesome food at a great price from a quality chef.
He got green beans, potatoes, tomatoes, and yams.
Hog dog.
Moving
I'll
on.
get old to be.
Man, it is awesome. Little sports news. The
That's
Capital
the
City
beat drop.
Classic was the Capital City Classic was on this past weekend. Quite a few people journeyed and made that incredibly long trip down to the reservation to watch the Alcorn State Braves take on the Jackson State University Tigers, and we lost.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that story. Hopefully next year we can get it better. Because I wish they would just bring it back here and keep it here and just have us
Period.
fit on opposite sides, man. I understand they have a stadium down there. That's cool. I'm not trying to throw salt on the stadium, but everybody remembers those years where that stadium was max capacity, and it's crazy.
Get Jackson, get Alcorn. Maybe about 75,000 extra. Give them come on. Up.
Right, man.
Don't be
It's
afraid,
just
though.
we need that, man.
Yeah.
City
We
get
need
money,
that.
everybody.
Wins. You know, everybody wins, and that's what needs to happen, in my opinion. Moving on, local news. We don't have a lot, and that makes some of us very worried. It is not a damn thing going on, which Brother Rob Benson made a very good point. When it's times like this, it makes you a little bit nervous because someday, you know, the news is coming out that, hey, there's a sniper on the roof and he's killed 5 people.
Nah.
Man, you know where they go.
It's just too quiet around here, especially around these
You know where the
parts.
sun be shining, you just go and get your umbrella. You get
Right.
it in your right hand.
Because you know it's coming,
So you know
son.
that thing coming.
Shoulder start hurting.
Feel it in my knee.
Yeah.
The temperature dropped 10 degrees. I can feel it.
Oh,
man.
man.
You know, I see them. They paving some streets and
Yeah, they got to make
That's
that. They getting ready to make that press run for this next attempted.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, so don't be fooled by what you're seeing as in progress. What you're seeing is What you're seeing is a press point or a bullet point on a spreadsheet. Somebody can say, "Hey,
I saw somebody hit Atkins hard.
man, they hit Atkins in one day,
All
son.
the way straight up.
One day.
Oh.
How long is it gonna last, person?
I didn't actually see if they what they did before they do that. So that's what matters.
They put
Prep.
that goo down there.
They put the tar down there, but
Did
a lot of that street probably should have been milled before they did it, like milled up.
Oh yeah, man. I
Yeah,
drove
if
Atkins
you ain't-
one day. It was terrible. The next day, it was blacktop. I was like, holy shit.
Skated down that thing.
Right.
I think a lot of spots. Well, I don't think Atkins was that bad. Would need to be milled again, so it might last.
Here's my question, and if anybody's in local politics, and please explain to me this one thing. I just really want some answers because I feel like this needs a lot more attention than what it's getting. Why won't anybody pave Mill Street? Mill Street has not been touched and going on 10 fucking years.
Mill Street is
It's an avenue,
concrete,
too.
and so putting
Okay,
putting
but
asphalt on top of concrete, the temperatures.
and I get that, but something has to be done because that's
that's why them
a
plates
travel
shift like
lane.
that.
Yeah, they
You
expand at different.
You
temperatures.
still
can't
got
do
a
that.
residential area down there that's booming somewhat, and you know it's goddamn treachery to drive that goddamn street,
By the
man.
time they get around to doing Mill Street, and plus it's an industrial street, so you
And it's only concrete in the first quarter mile.
it's concrete pretty much on all of it.
I don't know, man.
Concrete
Mill
pretty
Street,
much on all
Mill
of it.
Street need love too. Can I get that on the shirt?
Concrete expands faster than
Definitely.
concrete expands and contracts at a different rate at different temperatures than asphalt.
Yeah.
So when you put asphalt on top of concrete, and the concrete might get hot in the summer to an extent to where it can't. The asphalt is good, But the concrete breaking up and all that eventually gonna split the asphalt too.
Okay, well, why don't we get rid of the concrete? I understand that's a
lot of
problem.
work.
That's
I understand it, but look at what we're looking at now.
That's a lot of money.
It's we're looking at an unmaintained avenue.
That same street been there for like 60 years. So I think
And it may have been touched twice in them 60 years.
so I think right now it'd probably be the best thing to do for a city hemorrhaging money.
Hemorrhaging, son. Like, what's the new budget? Anybody seen the numbers lately? Are we in the hole, under the hole? Are we barring against the 1% again? Like, where is it?
I think they found 75 cents in the Crown Royal bag. Treat that Calhoun out.
They waiting on Trump to pick up Phil
Was it
Brown.
Credell office?
Yeah, hopefully Trump kick us down, man. Trump kick us down, you know.
Oh,
All
man.
right, look, Hillary didn't win.
Haley Barbour hadn't got a job yet.
You
think Haley gonna get a job? You think Haley? You think Haley gonna get a job?
Nah, Haley all the way inside.
Haley is above jobs.
Yeah, Haley on that
He
lobby.
probably
son.
gave Trump this job.
Haley on that lobby, son. Haley out there. For
Haley
those who don't
job
understand who Haley Barbour is or what he does, Haley is what you call a lobbyist, but he's more of the premium lobbyist because he's connected.
He get it done.
He gets it done, son.
Oh yeah,
And that's
he's
just
that guy. He's a powerful man, very powerful man. Haley Barbour.
he is, man. He is.
They want Jackson back.
I had a list.
Boy, what a
listen.
woo.
Now, honestly, listen. This is. I know an old man. Old man. He's an old timey black guy that had to work for guys like Haley.
Yeah.
They had to work for guys like Haley. He has a city, his entire life. You know.
Yeah.
Working. That's it. I'm not gonna get into anything else, but I'm just saying
Just
he
working.
was a great guy, but he was an older black man who had been working for
Right.
guys like Haley on their land his entire life. Katrina happened. This was like 2 days after, maybe even a day. This old man from Yazoo City called me like, Lynn, come up to Yazoo City and get this $3,000.
What?
I was like, what? Like, come up to Yazoo City and get this $3,000. I was like, what? They giving away money in Yazoo City. Come up here and get this money. Now, this was before I had heard about any FEMA money or Red Cross money in Hattiesburg, the coast, anywhere. Haley had that money up in Yazoo City.
Wow.
Everybody.
3 racks at a time.
He was giving it out. I thought it was going to be some backlash for something like that. So I never actually went.
Yeah, because you got to be careful. You are black.
Yeah, but he got the money. And he was like, it was a bunch of folks up there. Nothing happened in their house. Nothing happened. Nothing they was in.
And they got
that money too.
Check.
Yeah, I want to hear about that. If anybody know about that money, did you get that money?
Did you get some money?
I ain't saying a goddamn word.
Yeah. But I remember that, man. I was like, wow. But he knew Haley. Like, personally, he knew Haley.
Damn.
And that money had came through. And he was like, everybody he knew could have went and got some that day.
So he was an inside man.
He was a good guy.
You talk to the plug.
Yeah. He's a good guy. You know, like, in the 50s and the 60s and stuff, you know, you had your white families and they had black families that worked for them. And so they always, like,
Took care of him, looked out for him.
as if that's what you want to call it.
You ever seen Rosewood?
Right.
Man.
That relationship John Boy had.
Yeah.
Man.
Big Baby
Yeah.
want to shoot too.
Yeah, so they knew about that, and I was like, wow, man. Once I found out everybody else started getting money, I was like, ain't that something? Let's start on that money, man.
Man, I probably went to 4 City.
You went to folks. I didn't go nowhere, man. I sat at the house. I would have.
I was popping.
Gone.
Popping.
Man, I would have been one of them.
That's what I hate. I'm gonna tell you what I hated about that right there.
What's that?
I remember Katrina. It was lines that I think Albertsons was over there. I was over there I was off of Old Ken, so the Albertsons on Ridgewood.
It was an Albertsons.
And it's folk line. You waiting 3 hours. You over there waiting to get gas. You this, you that. I mean, everywhere. WJMI all over the city telling you how long the wait gonna be. This way, folk parking at the gas station, not knowing when the gas truck coming. They just know it coming today. So they sitting out there and they just waiting. And I probably had about 11 people at the house. folk that came up from New Orleans, Natchez, everywhere.
Yeah.
And we was at the house, and we got a lot of folk there. One of the twins was working at one of the Roundsvilles was working at either Logan's or Roadhouse or one of them.
Logan.
And so the freezer, I mean, wasn't no power, so he had to bring everything from the freezer.
Wow.
So we at the house, we cooking up everything that's left over, but we still needed food for the next couple of days. So we scrambled up maybe $180 everybody together. And we like, okay, at 11 o'clock, we just going to take off tonight if we got to drive all the way up to Memphis. We going to go. Hopefully we make it to Grenada, find us a Walmart or something, and then we come on back with whatever we done got. But we got to get something, and we got to go tonight. So hopped in the car with my friend girl, little sister. She rode with me. We got on 55. We headed up 55. We gone. We done passed where the Renaissance is now. We passed that. And then we get to that Walmart right there in Madison. That some bitch wide open. It's open. Ain't nobody in here. It's gas cans sitting everywhere. It's water everywhere. Everything you were looking for while everybody was scrambling around here in Katrina
was in Madison
was
County.
sitting right there in Madison County. And I stopped at the door because I couldn't believe like they would box you in to the point to where they had people thinking they were living in a box, and your only options was, Sack and Save on North Side, or the Kroger on 55. You know they bagged up. Your only alternatives are what you got to wait 3 hours on. You want a bag of ice? It's gonna be 2 hours on these bag of ice. We getting them away. We getting away water, but 3 miles up the road, we in there. I'm talking about. I'm dancing over here with the bacon and the sausage at. Getting eggs. I mean, everything you thought I stayed on. I burnt that phone up, calling everybody, mama, grandmama, telling, man, come up here, man.
Right.
Look like they don't want to tell you. Come up here, man. Nobody volunteered the information. You think somebody say, well, get on the phone and be like, okay, well, tell the people from WJMI and come up to the Madison Walmart. It's an option. And I'm like, man, come on, man. And that's when I knew.
That's definitely right, brother.
That's when I knew.
Exactly how it be, man.
I said, bruh.
Exactly how it was.
They want to watch that fight over this water.
Yeah.
We on the news. They doing live broadcast right out here at Albertson.
Look at the fighting over
They
water.
fighting over water. They out here with these gas cans. They walking back and forth. Folk buying generators left and right.
Let me tell you something, son.
Bye.
I took Katrina I took Katrina so lightweight because I don't know. I guess because I had been through a major, I guess, weather incident. Because I've been around the world once, twice these days, and if you've been in a typhoon, you've really been in something. Like I done seen some real life shit where you can't even go outside, son. So I was like, hurricane, I'm not really tripping. So I didn't get gas. I didn't go to no stores. I didn't do nothing. So I was just like, I woke up the next morning. I was like, damn, it's really fucked up around here.
They say it went down.
Yeah.
Right. it's really fucked up around here. And I'm just looking around, and it was literally just, it was disbelief the damage that had went on. But I still went on about my day, kept it calm and relaxed, found me some gas, and just that process of just being able to keep it moving, like you said, when everybody else is out here losing their fucking mind over the smallest things. You got to have a control point in your brain to just say, okay.
I ain't lose it till I went to New Orleans. I went to New Orleans maybe 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
I went down there.
Oh, shit.
And I mean, I'm down there.
At that point, yeah, lose it. Because that shit
I'm down on
bad,
airline.
man.
You can't get no deeper than airline.
No, yeah.
And I'm looking at the sign. You know, we got billboards on the side of the road.
Right.
And I'm looking at the metal, steel, whatever it is, bent all the way backwards like somebody grabbed it and just bent it over. Every sign in a row. Every tree in a row, every power line. I'm looking at the National Guard is marching down the street as we walking in these apartments and looking on the inside of them, seeing what we gonna keep, what we can salvage. And I'm like, damn, this shit for real.
Why were you down there?
I wonder what the guy.
Why were you down there?
I had a friend girl who lived in
okay.
and Metairie, and I was going down there just to
Gotcha.
help her with a spot.
I wonder what that guy that lost his wife on the tree on the coast. He wasn't in New Orleans. He was on the coast. You remember? She told me, let me go. And man, that messed me up, man. That hurt me, man.
Every now and then when I ain't doing nothing, I watch that when the levee broke.
Right.
I watch all 4 of them.
That was terrible.
That was something else. The dude outside the Superdome had to put the sheet over his mom.
keep you some stuff like that though, man. Keep you some water and some stuff like that at the house, man. We don't never know.
Look at man, buy a generator. Buy a goddamn. I'm very guilty of this my damn self.
30% off for Black Friday.
Buy you while y'all going to buy these TVs and all this other bullshit that's going on. Buy you a goddamn generator if you do not have one.
Oh, we'll buy one for the tailgate.
Yeah, we'll buy one for the tailgate, but we
ought to be stocked up on them by now.
30 of them. Too many of them.
They 30% off right now though. Yeah. Home Depot, Black Friday, baby.
At the depot.
Go
get you one.
The mall once you over 30.
Home
Depot.
Oh, it's the mall.
Yeah,
the mall, man.
It's
the mall.
I go home, man. I hate the mall.
Man, I buy washing powder.
I take my little boy, man. I'm getting him into it. He be like, "Oh, we going to Lowe's, Dad?" I be like, "Yeah, son. We going to the man store." Yeah. And I just walk around there and I'll get lost for an hour. Just walking around like,
I buy washing powder from there.
Love it, man.
That's my spot.
Yep.
It is.
I go get me a Cinnabon right there up there in Madison. Get me a Cinnabon right there at the Schlotsky's Deli.
It go right up in there.
I'm going to be in there with the flowers and everything.
Hey, man, you got to walk around and take it all in, man. You never know when a project going to strike you.
I'm telling you, I can fix anything.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people don't like
that's another thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do whatever I want to do.
All right.
Don't go to one of these good lows where they have like the demonstration and stuff.
Yeah. Every Saturday morning. How to build a proper tree house.
Yeah.
How to distress paint your fireplace.
Like they give you the dope.
Yeah, they wide open.
Love it, man. I love
How to make a whiskey barrel planter to take the rainwater and filter it out and put it back in your garden.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
These are good man moments we have here, ladies and gentlemen, on the round table. If you can't get with this, you probably should not be listening.
Man, I'm telling you.
Nah, man, we gotta have our women listeners too.
Yeah, we got we most definitely have our women listeners. Let's talk about future plans, because we got a lot going on. Like I said, the live stream is most definitely going on, and I see the numbers going up. We thank you guys who have clicked the link. We thank you for clicking. Feel free to leave us a message, leave us suggestions on what you think you would like to hear from us. Hey, we're all ears, but most definitely show topics and special guests are most definitely on the way. We're going to get Rita B in here. We're going to get Token Talk in here. We're going to get Antar in here. We're going to get not Chokeway. We're going to get Brother Keith Stamps back in here. We're going to get very involved in our local politics and political figures and talk a lot more about what's going on. They did
we gotta get Lynn back in here, cause that I watched that little thing she did last night live, and it's like I'm at a TED talk or something.
I missed it.
Yeah, we're gonna get back in here, man.
Yeah, so she did that.
Some therapy, man. We want to talk about
yes,
like, this time of year,
mental health.
This time of year, everybody go through it. You know, everybody go through it to an extent. You know, you can get in the rut by either you can have a missing loved one or anything, or you can just be like,
what do they want to do at Christmas?
Yeah, trying to get, just going. You can be a single parent, trying to do the best you can to have a nice Christmas. And that can be stressful as it is. We just want to make sure we can get you the people, teach you like the people who you can talk to make your situation better, to where it won't be as bad this time of year.
Yeah, because we know not everybody has the most important people in their lives all the time. So if you do need a shoulder to lean on, we ask that people open their homes and their hearts to people, not strangers.
Just a listening board,
right? Not strangers, but everybody has a small circle of somebodies who they tend to be close to or talk to. Take the time to talk to these people and check on your fellow brother, your fellow sister out here, man, because it's most definitely important, especially around this time of year, that we keep each other up in spirit and most definitely in health.
Yeah, bartenders are nice, but they tend to get expensive.
Yeah,
it tend to cost you, and then you got to fight your way home.
Right.
You got to fight your way home.
We're going to try to get you some better help.
Loving the soundboard, man.
Yeah, we're working on the soundboard.
It's all good. Late Night Jackson once again, man, for the last we got a little while left, not much, last 9 minutes or so. I want to just kind of open the floor up, guys. Anything that may be on your mind, anything you want to give thanks for this holiday season. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, man.
Anything you want to give.
Yes.
want to give thanks for say something positive. You know, I'll start it off. I want to give thanks for most definitely the people around me in my inner circle who listen to my crazy conversations and my crazy thought processes, and you guys most definitely for listening to me when I brought this idea to you. Y'all could have easily said, "No, nigga, go away," but you didn't, and I appreciate it.
The Black Alex Joe.
Cause 16. Hold on, wait. I got something for that. Hold on, wait.
Hey,
For that.
we working on it. Oh yeah.
Oh,
We got our Alex Jones. Oh man. Hey, now that I know we got that, we can get esoteric subliminal stuff, man.
Scully.
Hey, man.
Some esoteric symbolism, baby.
Damn, son.
That's my
There's a lot going on. Hey, most definitely I want to give thanks for 16 weeks of awesome podcast material, guys. You guys have stayed the course and really
It's only gonna get better.
yeah, it's only going to give it and really giving this platform a very much high octane boost.
Keep rising
We
to
got
the
a lot
top,
of people
baby.
who listen. I get pulled to the side a lot at my job. It's an awesome thing, and I'm most definitely glad we decided to do this, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait, I got something for that too.
Man.
Got something for that too.
Yeah, man.
And his name is John C.
I'm not really into the new wrestling, man.
Hey man, Goldberg came
Goldberg
back. Hey,
had me so
speaking
lit.
of which, that is how we gonna close this motherfucker out. Hey, I know people.
I was standing on top of the drum.
I know people who have not watched wrestling in the past 8 to 10 years.
I have to watch it.
Who dialed in last Sunday to watch Survivor Series. Last Sunday, Survivor Series took place in Canada, and it was the return of the iconic Bill Motherfucking Goldberg. 13 years after his last match, the man came in the building and did what he's supposed to do. Now, keep in mind, it's been 13 years.
You can tell he been training with CT though.
That man looked
CT had him ready.
no homo. That man looked good, dude. 13 years. He wasn't cut like he used to be, but he didn't have a lot of body fat. He wore the
looked
same
damn good.
trunks. The man looked good, son. I was like, man, I need to start doing Muay Thai. Shit.
That what you call it, man? They got that HGH, man.
Hey, man. he wasn't big though. He was
Goldberg, man.
Yeah, he say his regime for those lead up months was 15,000 calories a day.
I had to show my
Ain't no way. How do you do that?
I showed my little baby that the match him and Hollywood Hogan.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta.
hey man,
In 98.
it was insane. Son.
Nitro.
It was insane.
I remember that.
Lit.
Hey man,
I almost ruined one of my friends' back at the. Cause he had hit me before. Like we all played football back then.
yeah.
So he had hit me before, and he was sitting out. Steve Long, you bet. And he was sitting out, and he had Goldberg me before, and we just do that all the time. So he wasn't paying attention one day, and he was sitting in the yard, and I got him to turn around. Hey, as soon as he turned around, wow! Ooh, I ran through him. Oh man, he was on the ground. Like, oh, my back.
Oh
Man,
man,
I'm sorry about this, Steve, man. Hey, look, he scared me, man. I think that was it. I quit Goldberg after that. Hey,
man.
before we go, man, I want to get into say one thing, man. I'm all down with Thanksgiving, man. We got a lot to be thankful for. You got your friends, you got your family, you got your jobs, your livelihoods, or whatever you're doing. But watch what is going on in North Dakota, man.
yeah,
Because this picture,
yeah.
the media and all that's going to paint this picture about Thanksgiving and what happened back then. They're going to try to get away from it, hopefully, because it would just be so hypocritical for you to talk about the Indians and the Natives and all this over here, and you are
Totally ignoring
using
the fact-
using water bomb
Cannons.
water cannons
Water cannons.
on these people in 20-degree weather. You sending like
Ice.
yeah.
Throwing sheets of ice.
Yeah.
right and
Basically.
And that's most definitely. I'm glad you brought that point up, man. It was most definitely a ball face lie the media decided to tell in regards to that, saying that they were trying to put out some fires. When if you look online, you can see the drone coverage for about 2.5 to 3 minutes of them just literally. There's no fire there. The fires are actually behind the people that they're spraying, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous for the disregard for human life that these people are what these people are doing to this the members of the Indian reservation and the Indian community up there that are really just upset about what's going on with their land that they're trying to run a pipeline through. It's no respect.
I saw one protester. I think she got her arm almost blown out by a concussion grenade. Grenade last night. Yeah, and the fact that pay attention to these tactics, Black America.
Yes, please do so. Because if you don't know, let me give you some game real quick. You brought up a very good point. Concussion grenade. For those who don't know what a concussion grenade is, let me give you a quick FY. Concussion grenade, a loaded cylinder grenade that doesn't contain any shrapnel or anything, but it contains enough gunpowder agent and a flash to whereas when it explodes, it disorients you to the point of where it feels like a concussion. And using that on a human being is literally not in a wartime syndrome. On a human life on American soil should be fucking illegal because that shit hurts. Mm-hmm. I've been around one. I've seen one. It fucking hurts. And they're doing this to people, and they're probably using LRADs out there too. Like a lot of this shit is, I hate to say, I seen the technology 10 years ago. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. But not knowing that they would do it,
they brought it out
to us.
The concussion grenade, the sound waves.
That LRAD is vicious.
Yeah, the sound waves. They brought that out. These tactics that America's using on its own citizens. The first people on this land. What will they do?
The first people who have rightful right to this land.
Right. What will they do to everybody else? So you can't tell me, like, I'm not finna sit here with nobody, and we ain't finna be cool, and we ain't finna talk, and I see you go across the street, and you slap a man, and you take his money out of his pocket. Like, yeah, I just had to go take his money. I ain't gonna never take yours like that, but you cool.
You cool.
Right. No, you cool. Man, you cool.
Now.
Yeah, for now. Until
until it's your time.
Right. Till I turn my head. And you wrap me across my head, my money gone. So America, you can't you talking out of both sides of your mouth, man.
And I get way more of that footage on Twitter than I do on CNN.
Oh, yes. You ain't gonna get it on
You ain't gonna get it on CNN. You ain't gonna get it on local news. This is the information you have to go and find for yourself.
Yeah. And you won't see it twice on Facebook too much.
What?
You might catch it that first time.
Algorithm gonna take it right down, so
right.
They don't want you to see that.
On Twitter, there's some reporters who up there in it, and they
live
man. Tweeting.
Yeah.
In that
and that's what you call journalism. When you in there in the fight,
tell them what they don't want you to know.
Right.
What they don't want you to know.
And it's I will say it. It's a shame what some of these people
that drone,
do for a fucking
that
check.
Drone made a liar out of whole.
I saw that drone. I'm like, oh shit!
How long that bitch gonna get to stay up?
Right.
So somebody shoot that son bitch down. It got to go.
It is crazy out here, man.
So if you do happen to see a Native American tomorrow, tell them thank you. First.
Shake the hand. Tell them thank you.
Shake their hand, man. Down with them, man. North Dakota Pipeline has no business. So have we taken enough from these people?
Man, very good point.
Have we taken enough from these people? I mean, when's the last time you seen an Indian? When's the last time you saw
don't see them very often. And we have Choctaws here in our state.
Right. I think I done been to the casino like 3 times in Philadelphia and still didn't see an Indian. Like, just
man.
And still didn't see one, man.
There it is.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be calling them Indians. I'm trying to quit saying Indians. I'm trying to quit saying Redskins. Because I feel like that's derogatory.
He a work in progress.
I'm a work in progress. Native Americans. You don't see many Native Americans anymore. We went to school with some Native Americans. Me and Eddie did.
We did.
I think one of them unfriended me because I'm a Redskin fan. I felt pretty bad about
it. Cousins.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad about it.
Oh, man.
But I have Native American family.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they like, one of my aunts sister is a Redskin fan, and she's 100% Native American.
Wow.
And that's how I grew up. Yeah. So it was never derogatory towards me because I was around actual Native Americans.
Right. I think in that whole regard,
but if nigga is derogatory to one black person, then at the same time,
I mean, but you
I
got
don't
all
wanna
this
hear
other shit. You
nobody
got
say that
cinnamon rolls and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like
It go back to what we were talking about earlier, though. You can change a word.
Mhm.
Kind of cloud it, blur the lines just enough to get by.
But then
And sell millions in merchandise.
right, and it wasn't no problem. And that's kind of like the Trump thing. If it's similarities in that how the Redskins are actually playing on Thanksgiving tomorrow. How they slid that back in on you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never really paid attention because
It used to be Lions and the Packers, and then the Cowboys.
they took it off. They took
that.
They took this game off. They took this game off. This game was going to be on Thanksgiving anymore, considering how Native Americans really got killed in the true history of Thanksgiving, and they really got they really saved some starving white people. And these white people turn their backs on
some Dylan Roof shit.
Right.
We invited them in to pray.
Yeah. And they really, the starving white people did what white people do.
John Smith.
And so for us to be acting like Thanksgiving, and I know the media is going to do this big thing. Thanksgiving.
Ham,
And they're not going to
graham.
mention North Dakota pipeline. They are not going to mention that pipeline in very little tomorrow. But they're going to give you, they're going to give you a story about
Nikki Haley being the UN ambassador.
anytime you think about the North Dakota pipeline, this song should go off in your head.
And Trump's thing.
Yeah, they're going to give you a story about
Along with the
John
fact
Smith.
that the fucking, oh my God.
And Mike Pence.
Do y'all know who's the director of HUD gonna be?
It's going to be
Ben and Jesus.
Carson.
Ben Carson. Why?
He's been a decent Surgeon General.
Why? That's
crazy.
exactly. How much sense does that make for a man who's a brain surgeon not be the Surgeon General?
For a man who said he ain't ready to run nothing.
Right. But you don't
Man
put
said he
him
ain't
over
ready to run nothing.
HUD.
If you stay in Mississippi, this should be like so.
It
Should be like so. You should know it right. You should see it right off the bat. I mean, it should be. This should be recognizable to you. You should.
They're about to test fire some shit down here. Get ready.
You should be able to feel when you're dealing with a person that's going to be used by lobbyists to push stuff through, like Phil Bryant.
Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, Philly.
And that's exactly what it is, man. They're just going to use these people are figureheads to talk and speak. That's it. The plans and all that, they're not coming from them.
And then he your token black.
Yeah, they're coming from corporate.
Corporate.
They're coming from corporate, and these people are going to just be the ones to talk the plan through. You know?
Where you want me to put them new Gap promotions? Well, corporate say
Yeah.
they go into wonder.
Yeah.
But aren't you the boss?
Just here.
Nope.
Nope.
They told me to put them in the wonder. They gave me this little layout sheet. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm here to tell you what to do.
Right.
I get
Well,
paid.
it's
I get
like
paid
this.
$2 more for it.
You call me boss.
It's about to be some bullshit going on, son. Get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Roundtable. Another great episode in the books. We'd like to thank you guys for listening in. Any closing statements, fellas?
Anybody know where Mike Pence gonna be at?
The gun range.
He gonna be at the gun range?
Yeah, you're going to be at the gun range. You get ready to shoot Trump in the face.
No, I'm talking about he here.
He here, yeah. I
What?
think he's
He
here.
here.
for Thanksgiving.
He here
Really?
for Thanksgiving.
Why?
He got a son down here.
You got
He got a son down
you
here.
got a creep kid? You got
Nah, he got a son down here. He might be
doing what?
in Camp Sheb or somewhere. Where
What
is
the
it?
fuck?
It might be somewhere, but he down here for Thanksgiving. Mike Pence is here for Thanksgiving.
That's rich. That's rich
Hoping-
right there.
Hoping they don't block off nothing my way.
Had no idea he was here.
Might be out there.
Might be.
Might be out there, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Roundtable once again. We have come to the end of another great episode. I am your host, Eddie Wright, joined by the unusual suspects, Brother Percy Donaldson
Yo.
and Brother Rob Benson.
Pray for Ye.
Pray for Ye. And as always, we encourage you to go out and have a conversation. And always remember, iron sharpens iron. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. Homemade.
You name it.
Not that stuff you buy at Walmart.
What, that patty? They
patty.
don't sell no patty this year.
I think that was a fix.
Oh, Patty got hot. I wonder how much bread Patty gave to the little boy who sung the song. He brought her that bread. Patty just invited him for dinner. Man, I I got some homeboy came in town. They did dry though.
Whoa!